What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and these are our tips and tricks for Far Cry 5. Now, I'm going to hand the video over to Nick and Pat, who are going to run you through their best tips and tricks for Far Cry 5, so hope you guys enjoy.
Like past Far Cries, Far Cry 5 is a very big game, and it can get overwhelming very quickly. There's 3 main regions on the map with their respective leaders: Faith's, John's, and Jacob's region. Me and Pat found that Jacob's region is by far the easiest. John's region's really hard, and planes are very present, and the Chick's region has a lot of people on drugs. So you'll see that there's a lot of things to do in Far Cry 5, and it can be hard to figure out which ones you should do first and which ones are the best. Me and Pat found that clearing outposts and story missions are the fastest way to get XP and the fastest way to get resistance points. And I found also that prepper stashes are easy to miss, but if you do them, they give you like a ton of stuff. They give you like those 3 magazines every time.
Helpful, especially in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, when you need money. You'll need money throughout the entire game. And another thing Pat found is that you should make time for hunting whenever you can, because hunting gets you a lot.
To an objective, or if you can fly or fast travel to an objective, walk to it. You know, if it's under 1,000 meters, walk, because you can hunt along the way, and that gets you a lot of money, especially if you have the corresponding perk.
I'd say hunting is it's harder in this one. There's less animals, but they're also harder to get to. So segueing into what to do with your XP once you get it, Far Cry 5 has a leveling system and a bunch of perks. It's a little different than the past Far Cries, where perks are a resource you get for doing pretty much anything, challenges more than anything, and missions. And you get to choose the perks, which cost different amounts as you go through the trees. After you get the first one in each tree to open up the rest, me and Pat found that there are some that stand out as being much better than all the rest. For starters, you want to make sure to get the health boosts whenever you can, 1 through 4, because you will find you have very little health at the start of the game and die very easily. After that, I would look into getting the grappling hook and parachute.
The wingsuit and the airdrop are very helpful, especially like when you unlock both of them. The airdrop, you can select any fast travel point that you've unlocked, and you can airdrop instead of just traveling to it. So it drops you out of the sky, and you can parachute or wingsuit across, and you can easily travel like 3,000 meters if you want to get somewhere fast. It's a really fun and efficient and fast way to get somewhere, especially if you don't have the time to walk.
The next most important is the additional holster slot. This one's pretty expensive, so just get it like as soon as you can afford it. They're 8 and 9 respectively, and the second one you need to kill a lieutenant, so one of the big bad guys of the game. And then I highly recommend getting Harvest Master. It doubles your loot reward from plants and animals, and in a game where money is already pretty scarce, that really helps. The next tip we have for you is about weapons and your loadout. You want to try to have a bow or a silencer on one of your weapons at all times, because it'll really help in getting silenced kills.
Yeah, some of the best weapons that Nick and I have found is the double barrel shotgun is the strongest shotgun, and you can see that right in the weapons thing. It has the most damage out of all of them. Yeah. It's also very efficient and has a good range on it. The best, there's 2 very good assault rifles, one of them being the M14 variant. I don't remember what the game calls it, like MS-18 or something like that, and that's even better than a sniper rifle.
Yeah, which is another thing you wanted to stress.
Scope.
All
yeah,
the snipers
if you put a good
suck.
scope on that thing, it's better than any of the snipers that you get, because all the snipers in the game are terrible. They're all bad. None of them are good. I like as soon as I unlocked the 3rd weapon slot, I immediately started carrying around an SMG everywhere, and I like it a lot for close quarter battle, because I use the shotgun mainly for hunting, because it's the best hunting weapon. And if you get a headshot with it on any animal, they'll die immediately. And
it's hard to kill the animals usually. So if you don't kill them close up right away, they run and usually can't get them. And I'm going to throw the shovel in there, or any melee weapon. I tend to do the most damage with melee weapons out of anything else. I can kill 3 people close together with a melee weapon and not anything else.
Along with weapons, use the stationary weapons that the game gives you. Like if you're having problems with a helicopter or plane, jump on a machine gun, either a 50 or an M60. If you're having, if you have people playing with you, jump on a mortar and blow the crap out of people.
It's a good point because you can get overwhelmed quickly by multiple enemies,
Yeah, you can.
and it's pretty hard to kill a helicopter with anything else. Okay, another tip we have for you guys is to get a plane. Or Far Cry 5 makes a change with your followers. You have specialists and fighters now. The fighters are just sort of random in-game NPCs that change, and the specialists are 9 story-specific heroes that you get for completing missions. As far as which one to go for first, I'd say Boomer. He's really close to the center, and he's like, really helpful in the beginning because he marks enemies. The other 2 Pad found are really good is Peaches.
Peaches is very fast. She kills people really fast.
So fast they
she's
can't
hard
shoot
to
her.
hit because she's fast, and she also revives you.
All right, so those are our tips and tricks for Far Cry 5. Let us know in the comments below what you guys think of them, and also if there's any tips and tricks you would want to put in the comments to help anybody else playing Far Cry 5. Let us know. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now. Like and share the video, and we will see you guys on the next one.